Shawn Ray here with the Blade, Mr. Olympia, Dexter Jackson. Dexter, you're like a 7 or 8-time Arnold Classic champion when you add them all up, right?
7 times, yes.
7-time Arnold Classic champion, getting ready to try to go be 8-time Arnold Classic champion in South Africa. But before we get to South Africa, we're going to make a pit stop in Teaneck, New Jersey at the New York Pro, a contest you said that you have not won, and that's why you're going to do it.
Exactly.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I mean, I did it my first 3 years, so it's been about, 15, 16 years since I competed in New York, or in Jersey, whatever. And I've always wanted to win that show, so being that this is a week before South Africa, why not?
Yeah, and Steve Weinberger is the promoter of that competition. I know that guys like Darren Charles and Phil Heath, Victor Martinez, these guys all have that title. How good would that look next to your Sandow Trophy and your Arnold Classic titles?
Oh, it'll look good because you get a ring with it too. So.
That's it. Yeah. So, I mean, I imagine at this stage of your career, you are looking for new challenges. That would be one of them. But more importantly, going down to South Africa and being a part of that experience. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to South Africa. I've been there once. My favorite city of all that I've ever been to. Plus, I get to go on a safari. That was amazing. And of course, it's the Arnold Classic. Just looking to, hopefully add to my Arnold Classic victories because I want to win every Arnold Classic.
Yeah.
So this would definitely, I think this would be the third or the fourth, something like that. So I got 3 more to try to win, Brazil and the other ones. And I'm just looking forward to South Africa.
Yeah, it's almost like you wonder, do you have enough time to actually enjoy the victories because these shows roll around so fast, and then we're going to turn around and we're going to be headed into the Mr. Olympia. You were the first runner-up last year, trying to look for that #1 spot. Tell me what you have to do to take that victory away from Phil Heath.
Well, to be quite frank with you, I think I won last year, but, just try and come in better than I was. That's always my goal, is to be better than I was the previous competition. So just try and be a little better than I was last year.
And so how would you like to be remembered going out of the sport? I know you don't like to look at the end because you're still really in the prime of your career, but when you're done, I was talking to Jay Cutler this morning. He said, you know what, Shawn, what I appreciate about being in retirement the last few years is that I get to appreciate what I actually accomplished. Right. Are you at a point now where you're looking at your accomplishments? Or?
No, I'm not because, hearing other people talk about it, but it really had to hit me, I had Kevin come to me one time, Kevin Levrone. He's like, Dex, you've been doing this X amount of years, longer than any other bodybuilder. You've done more shows than anybody. You've placed in top 5. You've done 80 shows, and you've placed 75 in the top 5 and all this stuff. And it's like, I hadn't really sit down and thought about it, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm so game about getting into now and getting on stage now till I hadn't sit down and really thought about it. But once I sit down and think about it, and he's like, you don't understand what you're doing is freaking amazing. And just for him to say that means a lot to me. But I hadn't really sit down and thought, damn, what have I accomplished? Yeah, because I still feel like I got a little bit more to go. And until I get there, then, I'm not worrying about none of that right now.
I think Kevin can speak for all the guys that you came up behind, including Flex Wheeler and myself. What you're doing is nothing short of amazing. We're going to get a sneak peek at Dexter the Blade Jackson here in a couple of short hours at the Pittsburgh Pro. Going to be up there guest posing with some of the guys he's going to have to stand on stage, including Mr. Olympia Phil Heath. And that'll set the tone for what's coming up in September. But first, we'll wind up in New York, in Teaneck, New Jersey, where Dexter will go for his New York Pro Championships in 2 short weeks. And then down in South Africa, where muscular development will be on the ground with our correspondent David Bay to chart the progress of this guy winning at the Arnold Classic in Europe, Australia, obviously in Ohio, and now he's going to be going down to South Africa for that one. So we're looking at history in the making here with the Blade, Dexter Jackson. For musculardevelopment.com, I'm Shawn Ray.